When my little boy, Elijah, was probably 5 years old, I was a working single mom. And when I would bring him to school in the mornings, he would cry because he had really, really bad separation anxiety. And no matter what I said to him, it didn't comfort him. And when I would pick him up at the end of the day, the tears would all start again and would happen again the next morning. And so one day, I just told him what was so obvious to me, which was that we were connected all day long by an invisible string. And so I said, Eli, just tug on our invisible string and I'll feel it in my heart and I'll tug it back and you'll feel it in your heart and we'll be connected all day long. And his eyes got big and he said, Mama, is there really an invisible string? And I was like, of course there is. By the end of the day, when I picked him up, he said, Mom, did you feel me tugging on my invisible string all day long? And I said, I sure did. Did you feel me tugging it back? Yeah, I sure did. And then his little friends came around and they said, Miss Karst, is there really an invisible string? And of course the answer was yes. And they wanted to know, does it go to my uncle Rodrigo? Yes. Does it go to my hamster? Yes. Does it go to my grandma who moved away? Yes. The answer was always yes, 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 even there, yes. So I went home that night and I knew that I had something super special for children, this sort of tangible idea that could maybe help them understand the very abstract concept of what love and connection is. I just assumed everybody knew that we were connected by invisible strings, but they didn't. And so I knew I needed to write it as a children's story and hopefully help a few kids out there, never in a million years dreaming that it would go on to become the global phenomena that it has been. And it all started from one mama telling her sad little boy that they were connected all day long. It's been the most amazing thing I could ever dream of. To get to talk about love and the power of love to all these different people has been the most extraordinary experience of my life. And the way that the invisible string has been used by these different people in so many different ways. I feel blessed. I feel honored. I am in awe. It shows me that even though this world is really hard at times and we're living through such a strange time in history, love is alive and well and stronger than ever. What I would have loved to have known as a little girl was exactly what the message of the invisible string is, and that is that we are never alone and that we are forever connected to everyone we love through miles, through space, through sad feelings. It doesn't matter. Love is the strongest force in all the universe. So what would I hope that people, both children and adults, would walk away from after reading the book is a sense, once again, because I don't think I'm telling anybody anything that's brand new. I just think it's a concept that maybe needs some reminding and reinforcing sometimes, that yes, we are never alone. We are connected to everyone we love. And when you begin to realize I'm connected to him and he's connected to her and she's connected to them and they're connected to we live in a web of invisible strings. We live in a web of love. We're one big giant family and no one is ever, ever, ever alone, despite it feeling sometimes like that. So I hope that people, upon reading the book to the children that they love or reading it themselves, will walk away with a stronger heart, with a sense of relief that they'll never, ever, ever be alone.